Put a little bit of the rub, nigga, I gotta be safe.
Let's get to sports talk.
This is what it looks like when you turn a corner.
We want people to fear us, want people to feel us every time we touch them.
Taylor, the breaks a tackle, goodbye. Stars nowhere to shine.
You earned the right to play big games. You've earned that right. No one is giving you that. No matter what happens, you respond all night with our character and our culture.
Wisconsin and Minnesota, 3:30 Eastern Time, 2:30 here in Minneapolis. Winner goes on to the Big Ten championship game. The head coach of the Gophers, PJ Fleck, is with Maria.
That's right, Reese. And a wintry mix is the perfect time to actually row a real boat. We got one out here for you, Coach.
That's perfect.
That's good, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I got a question for you. Are you having an elite day?
I have an elite time. How could you not with all of our fans here? I mean, look at this. This is awesome. This is the power of the state of Minnesota. This is tremendous.
You know, it's extraordinary, Coach, because, last time we saw you on game day, we were in Central Michigan. We had a little bit of snow. Now we're here again, and you've taken a team that when you showed up, it was a 5-win season to now 10 wins. We're talking about Rose Bowls, college football, playoff implications. How have you been able to make that happen? Walk me through the evolution of this program.
Well, it's about people. First of all, it's our athletic director, Mark Coyle, and his vision of what he had to what you see today. And then it's about getting the right people around you with the staff and then the players. I give our seniors a lot of credit. Those guys have been through a lot. For them to stick around, there's not...
That's what you call good coaching right there. It's the same thing he did at Mr.Reaction. That team only won 5 games. He got there and changed their culture. He got there and changed his coaching staff. And he turned it to a winning program. And then he be able to get a big job at Minnesota. The same thing with Minnesota. It was a 5-win team. He came there, turned them around, put his coaching staff on this team. And they turn around and win 10 games this season. They 10-1 this season. They have a big game today to get the job done.
A lot of them, for them to stick around and then help us recruit that next few classes of what you see on the field today is really special.
Walk me through what makes this team special. What was the turning point for this season where you knew we could be in the hunt for Big Ten West, we can be in the hunt for winning Big Ten championships?
Well, we had a lot of people coming back. We were the youngest team in America last year, and our team failed so much last year, so much, that we had the opportunity to become successful. And I think that's what you see this year, is that they have a lot of courage, they have a lot of character, and they use their culture an awful lot.
And they've got a pretty good coach, PJ. Everyone talks about rowing the boat, but I thought when you explained the story of where it comes from, it means just so much more. So remind everyone what row the boat stands for.
Well, it's a never...
That's what they want to do. They want to come back and win. Everyone that came back from that young squad, that chemistry turned out to be on the field. And that's how this team's successful. Because everyone knows how to play together. Once they built that chemistry from last year to this year, it leads to success right now. And they have a big game today. A chance, the opportunity to go to the Big Ten championship.
Never give up mantra, right? I mean, the oar is the energy you bring to your life. The oar is the only thing that can move you through life. You either stop or you continue to go. The boat is the sacrifice, which is the more you give and more you serve in your life, the bigger the boat gets, the more people you can put in and take them to where they want to go. And then the last part's the compass. That's a direction of your life set by the people you surround yourself with. And if you surround yourself with elite people, you're going to be doing elite things. And yeah, there you go.
You've had some elite people in the boat, including Casey O'Brien, 4-time cancer survivor, and he just tweeted that he was 1-0 after having to undergo surgery.
Hey, broke out of the hospital.
Again, he broke out of the hospital.
Broke out of the hospital.
Look, you've been in touch with him. What has he been saying about the surgery that he's gone through and where he is right now?
He hasn't mentioned anything about the surgery. He's mentioned about finding a way to be there with his teammates this afternoon. So, but everything went really well. They got the things they needed to get out, and now we just gotta wait and see and continue to row the boat.
How has his story helped to motivate your team, but not only your team, but this crowd? Because I've seen O'Brien jerseys out here as they support Casey.
Well, he is so popular, and not just because of what he has, but the type of person he is. I mean, he's there for motivation for all of us, but he truly is an angel living amongst all of us, and he gives us perspective every single day. Tremendous human being, and we're just glad he's a part of our team.
Well, all of our prayers are certainly with you, Casey, but we also have some stars here in the crowd. Ryan Saunders just hanging out over here.
Hey!
Yeah, you are a star. When you bring out PJ Fleck, you get other coaches around. And, okay, you guys have a game on Sunday, so once you guys enjoy this one, make sure you show up at the Target Center for that one. But what's been extraordinary about you played here, you understand what Minnesota is about, and seeing him take this team to 10 wins and celebrating with him.
I mean, just coach's energy, and he embodies what Minnesota is. He puts everything into it. What you see is what you get, and we're rowing the boat in Minnesota.
All right, we're rowing the boat in Minnesota. This is your chance, both of you. Whatever you need to say to this crowd to get them excited for 2:30, let them know before kickoff, Coach.
Oh, you got it.
But go ahead.
Everybody row the boat. We got to get our axe. Keep the axe. Keep the axe. Keep the axe. Thank you, Minnesota, for being here. How about Ryan Saunders, huh?
Coach Fleck, let's do it. Row the boat, baby.
All right, Reese, I think they're ready to roll the boat.
I think they are. That man can get people rowing in one direction.
Oh, no doubt.
There's no question. They've got a great opportunity today against Wisconsin. Winner goes on to Big Ten Championship game Monday Night Football. They'll be paying attention to that here in Minneapolis too. Vikings and the Seahawks, 8 o'clock Eastern time on ESPN. ESPN Deportes. Monday Night Countdown starts at 6. It is time for our Pizza Hut game day traditions. We go back to the battle for Paul Bunyan's act 2003. I remember sitting in the studio and watching the Englishman, Reese Floyd. He didn't even wait to watch it. He knew it was good. We gotta go.
Go get it. Go get it, big fella. Give me that thing.
The ball was in the air.
That's
He was
impressive.
sprinting to the axe.
That is impressive.
Yeah.
How about Wisconsin controlled that act after that until last year. Minnesota, that long drought since the Reese Floyd moment. Demetrius Douglas going the other way.
Sometimes all you gotta do is split the middle and then hit the sidelines. Great return for him. Excellent play.
Alex Hornibrook trying to lead the Badgers back.
Ouch.
They picked him off 3 times in this game.
Yep.
And then Bryce Williams, 15 long years.
They Wisconsin, controlling the line of scrimmage, both sides.
You know, there have been times you get that act, you run to the goalpost, act like you're going to chop it down. One year here, the Minnesota players got around and said, not here.
Yes,
Can
sir.
get a little testy. This is what's at stake this time. Minnesota can win consecutive games. Of course, the Big Ten Championship game spot's on the line. And first time undefeated at home for Minnesota if they win since 1954, the heyday of their power. And when you look at this, Tanner Morgan has had a sensational season. Month of November, you know QBR, Desmond?
What's that?
Only Joe Burrow has been better than Tanner Morgan.
I feel like Taylor Morgan should be talked about because the position he got Minnesota in right now, he deserves to be talked about right now because he got them opportunity to play for a championship. But they gotta get past Wisconsin. This is gonna be a big game right here to determine who gonna play Ohio State in the Big Ten Championship. If they win today, if Ohio State win today, and Minnesota win today, or Wisconsin win today, they play either one of them in the championship game. But this is a big game right here. And Taylor Morgan got them in this position. They should mention him. Right now, that's good that he getting the mention now because his QBR out the roof for this team, and he get him in the position to be successful.
getting in the final month?
I tell you what, half the reason is because he has some great elite receivers to throw to. When you talk about Rashad Bateman and Tyler Johnson, these guys are the best in the conference, 1 and 2 in receiving yards. Let me show you what to look for in this afternoon's game when they take the field against Wisconsin. Now, these guys, they like to play with their splits and routes. Tyler Johnson right here, he's about 4 yards from the top of the numbers. Normally, that would indicate he's going to run either an out route or a comeback, but he loves to run go routes. Now watch the defender. He's kind of bump and run, right? As Tyler comes off the ball, he's going to eat his cushion about 5 yards up the field right here and stop it. And now the DB doesn't know exactly what he's going to do. That puts Johnson in a great position for a go route. Great hands, excellent concentration. Watch the DB, the safety, like, I can't believe that happened. Then the next play for Johnson is a slant route. Unless we're having technical difficulties, then you will not see the slant route.
He was so fast.
Johnson runs great slant routes.
You're so excited about the Michigan game, they gave you a quick shot in the big house.
I know, but these receivers, they're very elite. And they're going up against a Badger secondary that's only given up 13 passing touchdowns this season. I love Minnesota's wideouts, though. But in these conditions, it might be a little iffy. I don't know if you can tell at home, but it was sleeting about a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, now it's gone.
Yeah. It'll be back.
It's just crazy when you talk about this and you think about this game coming into this season and come up to this point. If you want to go quarterback, you check Minnesota box. You want to go playmakers, you check Minnesota box. I mean, that's just PJ Fleck's done an amazing.
That's the only trouble Minnesota been having was that quarterback. That's all they needed was a quarterback to help them be successful again. Taylor Morgan changed the outcome for them. Because I used to watch Minnesota a lot. The only problem they have was trying to figure out their quarterback problem, and they figured it out. And he's the right guy for them.
Job. The line of scrimmage is good too, but just finding guys on the outside that can consistently make plays. And Tanner Morgan, he's not a game manager. You watch the throws he makes consistently. It is tight window throws, great throws, big-time edge to playmaking and quarterback with Minnesota over Wisconsin.
I think Jimmy Leonard, the defensive coordinator from Wisconsin, he played in this, he understands it. Defensive coordinator the last 3 years. His team, the first 8 games, only allowed 139 yards a game through the air. Last 3, that's not been the case. Average of 251. They've been giving up some big plays, and now they have this task that Des and Dave just talked about, trying to defend this RPO game. Tanner Morgan, they got to get pressure. Bond and Orr, these 2 linebackers, can get after the quarterback. They both got to play well.
I heard Orr early in the show saying he was coming to get the axe back. We'll see if Wisconsin's defense can step up to its level of play from earlier in the season. More on this game coming, but this is the Saturday every year when we start to have news about coaching changes. Missouri, multiple reports are saying, decided to move on from Barry Odom. Odom, 4 seasons at Mizzou, difficult situation he inherited. Tigers fell off during this year to finish 6-6 to give Odom a 25-25 record in his career. Multiple reports and now confirmed by ESPN's Adam Rittenberg that Barry Odom has been fired as the head coach at Missouri. Got to find that right guy, and I'm not sure that there's any doubt that,
You can't really fault the coach. Like, his starting quarterback got hurt. Kelly O'Brien got hurt. So they went on a 6-game skid because he got hurt. He wasn't healthy. And he finally came back, and they were 6-6. I think Missouri, the program, I think they want to compete for championships. I think they just watch all these programs get opportunities to play in the playoffs, and they feel like he's not the coach for them to get them to that promised land that they want to be in. They want to be able to compete for SEC championships and playoff spots. But Kelly O'Brien got hurt most of the season. He had an ankle problem. So it kind of set them back a little bit. Because they started out 5-1. And when he got hurt, the team went on a losing streak and everything. And I think they just want to go in the direction of finding the right coach that can help them compete for playoff spots and championships.
Ohio State certainly found the right guy, both at head coach and at quarterback. You see Justin Fields, Coach Zero Sugar, counting us down to kickoff. It'll kick off about 5 minutes after noon, and the big house to get ready for Ohio State and Michigan as Michigan tries to turn this thing around and maybe channel in what happened 50 years ago. Oh, you thought that Ohio State was on its way. Don Moorhead kept it for a touchdown, and Tom Darden picks it off, and it seals a win for Michigan, sort of spoiling the year for Ohio State. 1993, Todd Collins looking for Mercury Hayes.
Nice.
That was an incredible catch.
That's a big time catch.
Unbelievable. And how about Collins throwing deep to Derek Alexander? There's some history of Michigan wrecking things for Ohio State. You know, Ty Law, this is his 4th pick of the game.
Nice.
Really?
Beat down. Look at that.
They're going to have to get some turnovers today if they're going to beat the Buckeyes, I'll tell you that.
28-0, 1995. Shamunga Biaka Batuka went for 3-1-3.
Biaka Batuka became a first rounder in this game, in fact. Had one of those days. Eddie George was on that team. Ohio State loaded, and like you said, there's so much history when the team that's expected to win runs into some challenges emotionally.
Well, look, this is the case in all of these. You see the numbers beside them in all of these. Ohio State expected to win. Michigan there to get it done. The Wolverines with another big upset in 1996. Tie streaks. I remember that game in the shoe.
Get Sean Springs. You know, a lot of people would say, boy, you're showing a lot of Coop era highlights here. Where's the trestle and Urban Meyer?
They threw the Hail Mary in for Lloyd Carter. That was a Hail Mary. That was Hail to Michigan.
Highlights.
I can't believe it. I said Hail to Michigan with that particular picture right